Hey y'all, this is JR, one half of the R&B representative. Shout out to my sister Natalie Elise, and this is the 11th episode of JR's Motown Life. Now, this episode I will be discussing the Jackson 5 Never Can Say Goodbye. Never can say goodbye. No, no, no. Never can say goodbye. Even though the pain and heartache seems to follow me wherever I go. Now I try to hide my feelings. They always seem to show. Oh, I can. Lord, that joint touches home. But anyway, this song was released in March of 1971. It peaked at number 2 on the Hot 100, and it peaked at number 1 on the R&B charts. It was written by the actor Clifton Davis, and it was produced by Hal Davis. And if you know Clifton Davis, he was a part of the show That's My Mama, and he also was a part of the popular show in the 80s, Amen. So the backstory of this song is not too much. Well, Clifton Davis was a writer, and he intended to write Never Can Say Goodbye for the Supremes. And by this time, Diana Ross was leaving and Jean Terrell was coming in. So the lineup was Jean Terrell, Mary Wilson, and Cindy Birdsong. But, Clifton went to Motown to sign a contract because he was actually going to be a writer, if I'm not mistaken. And Hal Davis came up in there, and Clifton was like, "Yo, I got this song that I want you to hear." And he played Never Can Say Goodbye, and Hal loved it. He was like, "Yo, this." He knew this could be for the Jackson 5, basically, and I think Clifton said that he wanted this song to be for the Jackson 5, if I'm not mistaken. But um, after that, Hal took it. The session singers that normally sing with the Jackson 5, he let them record it first, and then like 2 days later, the Jackson 5 recorded it. So after it was done, Hal produced it. Everything was great. He wanted to put it out as a single. He wanted it as a single, but Motown actually feared it because they was like it sounded too grown. But Hal Davis was like, wait a minute, he put so much emotion in I'll Be There, and it was a hit. And he was like, I guarantee you this is going to be a hit. So Hal Davis really had to convince Motown to release it. And when they did, it became a big hit. You know what I mean? For the Jacksons. So it kept, the hits going with them. You know what I mean? And actually, the Jacksons, if we gonna be real, actually gave Motown a little bit more fire. You know what I'm saying? After, coming out of the 60s, going into the 70s, they gave them that extra fire because we know some label was about to come in and about to take over for real. But the Jackson 5 was such a phenomenon. It kind of helped Motown kind of stay up there. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously Marvin and Stevie and all that good stuff. But this song has been remade over 80 times, and people got hits from it just like the Jacksons. Like um Isaac Hayes did it in 1971, which I love his production. Isaac Hayes, when he remakes your stuff, his production is crazy because he did the same thing with Dionne Warwick's Walk On By. Like, it's just the production that he does is so great. Gloria Gaynor did it in 1974, which it became a big hit, a big disco hit for her. And I actually like that version. I love her version because it just makes you want to dance. You know what I mean? So that's what I love about it. The Supremes actually did record the version in 1971. James Brown did it in 1973. And shout out to my sister Natalie Elise. Her group, New Birth, did it in 1971. But, it's so crazy because when you think about Never Say Goodbye, you got so many versions to think about. But at the end of the day, the Jacksons released it first. So it's their record. But, shout out to Isaac Hayes and shout out to Gloria Gaynor because they also got hits from it as well. You know what I mean? But yo, this one I want to go keep y'all too long. This song is so dope, and I just had to. I love this song, so I wanted to finally talk about it. You know what I mean? So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I will see y'all on the next episode of JR's Motown Life. Peace.